Hello, guys. My name is Sarah, and I am 32 years old. I have two sisters, and I am the oldest. My middle sister, Reem, is 1 year younger than me, and my younger sister, Sama, is 2 years younger than me. As you can see, we are very close in age. Today, I came to tell you about the injustice I was subjected to by my family. I was a beautiful and cheerful girl, and my relationship was very strong. My brothers and I used to always go shopping together and do everything together. I did not need friends because they were the closest to me, but everything changed when the day of the high school results came. My father said happily, "Sarah's grandmother, I really cannot believe it. You have been accepted into the Faculty of Medicine. You will become a doctor. I cannot believe that my life's dream has come true." And I felt truly indescribable happiness. Finally, my life's dream came true, and I actually entered the Faculty of Medicine. When I reached the 4th year of medicine, I found my father entering the room and saying to me, "My dear, I want to tell you something important. Here, father. A suitable young man has proposed to Karim's sister, and she agreed. When did all this happen? Why didn't you tell me and I didn't see him? When did he come, my dear? You are very busy with your university, and I won't see you much. Most of the time, studying or at the mosque." Okay, but she is my sister and we are close. Why didn't she tell me? She feels embarrassed about what? About getting married before you? To be honest with you, Sarah, I know that we live in a village and you should get married first, but no. Finish, father, please, I don't mind. She's my sister and I want her to be happy, and I don't care about anything else. I left him and went to her room. Sama was sitting with her, so I said to her, "Congratulations, sister. I'm really happy that you're getting married," and I hope that I didn't finish until she replied coldly, "Thank you, Sarah. I hope you'll join me soon and stop caring about studying like this and forget that there are much more important things." She lowered her voice. It was the first time she spoke to me in this way. I said to myself, "What's happening with her?" Sama noticed this tension, and Sarah said, "Ahmed will come today to agree on the engagement date with my father today. If you know Sama, why didn't you tell me?" Reem: "Am I a stranger? Aren't we close? There's no time for this talk. I really have a lot of things to do. Okay, let's choose what you'll wear, what we'll eat, and how to arrange the house. I chose what I'll wear. Don't worry. Go and finish your studies." I didn't answer her and left her. She went to my room. I really didn't understand anything. What was happening to her? I said, maybe she's doing this out of nervousness. Ahmed came and agreed with my father. The engagement took place. After everyone left, she approached me and said, "I hope you'll join me soon. I want to see who you'll choose." I didn't answer and left her. She left. Since that day, my relationship with her became tense, and we only spoke a little until she got married after 6 months. And after 3 months, Somali came and said, "A good, well-mannered young man has proposed to me. If the engagement takes place, will it double? I will get married, and I will be jealous, and you will stay here." Why will I stay? I will get married. Of course, I don't think so. No one pleases you. Many propose to you and you refuse and don't agree. We really don't know what you want, my dear. You are still young. I don't want to get married because I got married. I want a life partner who suits me, and everyone who proposed to me doesn't suit me in any way. I fear that life will pass you by, my sister, and no one will propose to you, and you will remain alone. What do you say, Sama? I am still young. I am only 23 years old. You are the only one who will get married early, and you are still studying, but do whatever you want." And I left her and betrayed her. But I sat on the balcony crying bitterly. I never imagined that my brothers would see me like this. Days passed, and I got married to Sama, and I no longer had a relationship with them. Like before we drifted apart. 5 years passed until I became 8 years old, and my brothers had children. I gave birth to Reem Yazan and Eunice, and Sama gave birth to Farida and Amr. I loved them very much, even though my brothers were afraid of me, and I only saw them rarely, and I remained as I was. I rejected many who proposed to me, none of them were suitable, and I did not feel comfortable with any of them. Even Layla, my mother entered my room, and Sarah said, "The young man proposed to you, and you will meet him. Is this forced? Yes, don't you realize how old you have become? Your father and I will die, and you will remain alone. You are the eldest of your siblings, but you are still not married. What are you waiting for? You must marry so you can have children. Wait for me. I will not marry anyone but someone suitable for me. Believe me, if you miss the marriage train, it will not return again. You will remain alone for the rest of your life. You left me and left." Like a genie, I trembled with fear. I was very afraid. I did not think about this, but really, all those who proposed to me were my burden. I went to and left my mother. And by God, he came and sat with me. I did not feel comfortable at all. When he left, I said to my father and mother, "I do not agree. So you do not have a place here. What? I feel ashamed of you. All people have started talking about you. Agree or go live anywhere. I will not be responsible for you from today." And here I took my bag and left the house crying. I have money from my work at the hospital. I rented an apartment and lived far away from him. After a month, he called my father. "Forgive me, my daughter, go back home." This was all in a moment of anger. I did not mean what I did. This is what is inside you. I am tired of all of your looks at me and the looks of our neighbors and relatives. Even my brothers are afraid of me for their children, and they have distanced themselves from me. All of this is because the right person has not come to me yet. I have to get married to write on my card that I am married and have children, so that those around me can see that I am not alone. What if I marry someone and he makes me miserable and makes my children are suffering in this life? What if I got married and divorced and came back to you again? Sarah, you have been offered so much. It is unbelievable that all of these are not suitable. You know, Father, I refused the engagement during my childhood and did not agree because I really did not get tired. And so after I finished, everyone who proposed to me was not suitable. What should I do? Marry anyone? I ended the call and did not respond to them again. A year passed in this situation until I finished, and here I realized that I will not get married, because in the eyes of society I have become unfit for marriage. I used to hear whispers from those around me at work. She has grown very old. What made her wait all this? Poor thing, she will live alone all her life. I will not hide from you. I was crying. Every night I regretted all the people I rejected, and I wished I could go back in time and agree to any of them. But one day, Dr. Mahmoud came to me and said, "Sarah, I like you, and I want to propose to you. Do you know what my age is?" "Yes, I know, and I agree." "I will be lucky if you agree to me. Give me a chance." "Okay, I will tell my father and set an appointment with them." I gave him my phone number. When he left, I felt happy. He is a good person, and I have known him since I worked here at the hospital. He is kind and gentle and treats everyone with respect. After I finished my work, I went to my father's house. My mother opened the door and said, "Sarah, finally." She hugged me. "Stop, Mum. Tell my father that I have a colleague at work who wants to propose to me." I gave her his number to give it to my father and left her and left. And indeed, after 2 days, I went home and Mahmoud came and the engagement was agreed upon. After he left, my father said, "Come back home, Sarah," and indeed, I went back home, but I did not deal with anyone except a little after 4 months. We got married, and after a year, God blessed me with a family and a means. I lived a happy life with my husband Wadi, but my relationship with my brothers and father and mother remained dead. And we were not in the rest. I do not know, my friends. Was I wrong in the beginning, or them? They are the ones who shaped the light on the guilty. One of us, tell me your opinion, because I really cannot forget everything that happened to me.